in range before you meet with the director. Our lab boys will have a present for you. Would you like an escort?
I know the way.
You can't do this to me. I know my rights.
You don't have any rights here, son.
Tell us what you know.
I was told you have something for me.
Oh yes, come in. The Army has asked us to test out a new weapon for them. The Objective Individual Combat Weapon, or OICW for short. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, I've heard of it. But everything I've read suggests it won't be available for several years.
Yes, that's the Pentagon's official stance. In reality, though, the Army is much further along in its development than the general public is aware of.
I see.
Let's try it out, shall we?
Of course.
The weapon's primary firing apparatus is based on standard 5.56 ammunition. As with your M4, the OICW has single-shot, burst-fire, and full auto firing modes. Try them out on the target in stall number 4. The OICW also functions as a sniper rifle with 20 times magnification capabilities. Look through the scope if you would, and hit target number 3 on the head. Nice shot. Notice the tactical readout available in the scope view. In the upper right corner is your rangefinder. In the lower right corner is your ammo count for both 5.56 ammo and grenades. In the lower left corner is a menu, which allows you to choose between weapon, laze, range plus, range minus, and night vision. You can cycle through and select options in the menu using the weapon special 3 and 4 keys, respectively. Night vision is just what it sounds like. Selecting it turns your scope into a pair of night vision goggles. The weapon entry allows you to choose between 5.56 ammo and grenades. Select laze when aimed at the target in stall number 2. When you select laze, a red dot will appear in your view. Line up the crosshair with the red dot to calculate the correct arc for your grenade launcher. Now, destroy the target with a grenade. Remember that the grenades are used for the range you selected when you last used laze. If the rangefinder decides that the distance is too close, or if you haven't selected laze, the grenade launcher will not fire. Also note that you don't need to laze targets to hit them with 5.56 rounds. Use range plus and range minus to target your grenade in front of or behind your desired target for radius damage. This is especially useful for targeting a window and arcing your shot to go through and beyond it. Try out the range features by destroying the target behind the large wall in stall number 1. You can accomplish this by selecting laze on the brick barrier and then using range plus to get the grenade well behind the wall. The OICW is also equipped with a threat bracket. When you sight in a target, the weapon assesses the threat and highlights enemies in red brackets to identify them as a danger to you. Civilians and innocents are unmarked by the bracket. Our good friends Randy and Richard here will help demonstrate this feature. Look down to the end of the firing range. Notice how Randy is marked as a threat, since he is carrying a weapon, while Richard is not.
This thing has everything but the kitchen sink.
Indeed it does. Feel free to practice on the firing range until you get the hang of it. It's a lot to take in all at once.
Will do.
And be careful with that thing. It's a multi-million-dollar prototype, and the Army wouldn't take too kindly to it falling into the wrong hands.
Understood. I'll take good care of her.
I'm sure you will. Whenever you're finished here, the director will see you in the secure conference room.
Thanks again. Gentlemen.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go. They're expecting you inside.